Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm here. I probably already know this is gonna be the video for the new moon in Leo, and it's gonna be ending to the full moon at Aquarius. A lot of interesting things are going on, and it's kind of like I don't even know where to start it from for it. It's not easy to read that much energies in the process of learning and understanding. But I want to say thank you guys for watching the channel. I appreciate you, everything that you do. Thank you for the coffee, the donations that you guys making, and the people who actually connected to me for readings and the comments. This is a power in there. That your comments that you show and the example for others. Uh, I wonder how I'm gonna be titling this, but after I finish the video, I'm gonna be titling. In there, I look at it too much to these energies of what is going on. This new moon is gonna be a very powerful ignition. I'm talking about ignition of the king and the queen get married. That is the power. Like I'm gonna go back into Shrek and Fiona. And there to it, they know their destiny. They know where they have to go. They know they have to get there. If you look at it, this kind of like an energy representations, is they know they're destined for it. And the new moon is going to begin with the union of the moon and the sun. Particularly, we're talking about this energy at 1 o'clock. That is the energy of the authority. If you're watching the daily astrogravitational report for it, it's going to be incredibly powerful because it's putting together this growth within the friendshipness. That is also this maturity that it's going to bring in within plenty of courage, but don't leave things unspoken in there. And that energy is going to be trining with the North Node, basically looking at forward for developing the oneself. In a personal level, this is going to be a very incredible growth in there for people who are already in relationships. This is going to be tremendous growth that it's going to come in. The courage, the strength, the power that it's coming. Mars has been learning his lessons. He's training the North Node in there, and he's sextiling the North Node. So this energy right there, it shows up the courage to go forward no matter what of the situations are or they are going to be. We are going to be having those energies. The moon is going to be transiting through Leo. She's going to be meeting Venus and Mercury. Venus is at the end of Leo. We talk about these divine energies. This is why it's so crucial to remembering this energy of love, because you're going to need it in the next 3-4 months. Okay, we are talking about this 3-4 months in there that is going to be really interesting because it's going to go through a lot of tests. It's the same thing like Shrek and Fiona had to go through a lot of tests in order. This is that the real king and a queen personality within. Are you ready to have a queen? Are you ready to have a king? It is gonna be very powerful. But that ending with that full moon is gonna begin to talking about this improvements, things that needs to be. You need to understand the improvements has to happen naturally, not forced. And this is gonna be one of the biggest lessons is in there that are going to be for it. And um, please, if you are not in the relationship in the next kind of like 20 plus days for it, I would say about give it a take a month. Don't start any relationship in there because everything is gonna be because of this energy. Okay, you maybe on next day or two you're gonna feel like blowing up stuff, and the energies of love it's coming towards you is about first to learn to have this self-love. There's gonna be people who's gonna be starting relationships with the Mercury retrograde. You guys, I don't want to hear later on is like the Uranus, but never start up a relationship in the Mercury retrograde. No, it's 90% of the time is not the greatest thing that you can do. Or be mindful what you're saying in this period, because this period is very powerful in a way, but also that period is gonna be doing a lot of learning, test, practicing, and so on. So this is gonna be the energy at the beginning in there. That's gonna be for August 4th for it, and then August 5th, the moon is still gonna be at Leo, but she's gonna be squaring Uranus. This is kind of like you going against the universe. If you have the wrong intuition, you have not healed things in there. We talk about this energy even through the daily reports. Don't go against the universe. You have no chance. Right now, Uranus and Pluto they're trine. We are talking about the deep transformations that it's an order by the universe. It's gonna happen. If you don't learn it by the good way, you're gonna learn by the bad way. There is three choices. You either are gonna drop off the journey, you're either gonna be stay stuck in a journey, like basically stuck in a door, you're not moving forward, you're not going to the past. We're not doing anything either, which is not good at all for nobody. Or you decide to go ahead and evolve. And this is going to be that wisdom that is going to be kind of like a coming the trigger, but it has to heal old patterns, the old patterns that you know about it. For it, you may check the astrogravitational report for August 3rd in there. That is it about you to understand the things that you don't like. Okay, why you don't like it. Understand why you don't like it. Either you don't like it because you don't like it from within. You have to understand really why you don't like it, not just, oh, I don't like it. Why? Well, I don't like it. Find out why. But also, you have to look at the stuff that you don't like it because of the programming. And this is what the queen archetype will look for it. She's going to be separate to it because he's going to take us into the journey of transformations in there. All right, I clicked the wrong button, I think. Yeah, there you go. Talking about the next day, this is going to be at the 6th of August. The moon is going to be igniting Mercury. Mercury is going to go retrograde with Venus. This yacht with Pluto and Neptune is going to be very active in there. I was talking about this for a while, about the ending of Leo, beginning of Virgo. What do you have there? Okay, what do you have there? See what is that following? Because right now the divine is tries to tell you where they falling. A lot of people, there's going to be a difference. First of all, if you have planets in there, and the second of all, what kind of house it fits from within you. It's going to point you out a lot of directions that you need to get in there. Right now, into that point, there is the intuition, communications, and the understanding about the love and money. Okay. Overall, the energy is going to be good for it, but the moon is going to be squaring Mars. It's kind of like, I don't know, these actions. I don't know what to act for it. I don't know how to put my act together. If you're following that energy, is not going to help you, but if you're following the energy, because the moon has these divine energies with the North Node. The North Node is sextile in Mars. So basically, your destiny will call you. You trusting in the divine energies for the destiny, and that will give you the courage. Because the courage and the strength and the growth, you have them at the beginning of the ignition of that new moon. All right. Talking about the next day, this is going to be the 7th in there. That is going to be a square with Jupiter and Mars and Saturn. Oh, limitations, dualities. Well, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. If you go with the universe, which is the moon, is going to be trining Uranus in there. Uranus is trining Pluto. That's how you need. It's calling for transformations. It's calling you for this. That's going to be the synchronized energy that it's coming from this. Okay? The sun begins to have these divine energies with Saturn. A lot of wisdom is going to be growing within there. The wisdom of how to cooperate, how to move forward, how to be doing a self-improvement. This is going to be really, for some people, this energy is going to come up as a powerful as it is for it, and you're going to see it during the daily report. I was giving you this was for 1 hour ahead. Just 1 hour you're going to be changing, but as I said, this Virgo Leo energy right there is going to be driving a lot of people. It's going to be driving a lot of forces for you. All right, this is going to be now interesting. Talking about Lionsgate, that the people are calling it Lionsgate because it's 888, but they don't understand what the Lionsgate is for it. To it, that is when at the moon and the sun, they have in all positions, and they get it at 2. That gate that it's opened, it's basically coming up for it. But what is going to be interesting about this is that we're going to have the South Node, the True Lilith, the Mean Lilith, and Venus pretty much coming in together, opposing Neptune, but they're trining Pluto. A lot of transformations about relationship within the feminine energies under the universe, under the Uranus. This is going to be, for some of you, this is going to be a very intense, but a lot of purging. I'm suggesting you to ground yourself out during that day. Use a lot of grounding because the emotions is going to be high. Especially we're talking about relationship. Take a look at relationship with the mother. Take a look at the relationship with a friend who teaching you on the relationship, but he's got a more screw up relationship than you. And take a look at it. What is it the truth within you? Because those 3, they're gonna come together, and the next day it's gonna be even more powerful because the moon is gonna be in its south node in there. This is gonna be a lot of evaluations about this daughter, mother, grandmother situations. We are talking about a lot of the past alone karmic situations, unsolved, resolved family issues in there about relationship for it. So it's going to be a lot of trigger. It's going to prepare you because the next day for it, you see it right in here, how all this, it's going to begin to square the North Node. It's like these things that my grandmother didn't fix, my mother didn't fix. Now I have to do it. I have to overcome it, and you have to face it from within. Maybe some old patterns in there for it. The friend that kind of like tells you, oh, well, this guy's not good, that guy is not good because of their understanding. And now you're accepting their truth, but that is not your truth. That was that programming truth. This is a part of Lilith's energies, by the way. So during that part, though, when at the moon, it's going to be at Libra. It's very interesting because right there, for it. You see that beautiful energies again with Mars and Jupiter, the growth, but at the same time with the Sun. We are talking about you going back into that love in there. The energies, they're going to be coming together. But the Sun is looking at to who? To Saturn. The authority wants to begin this masculine growth of the wise king. So there's a lot of going on with all this new moon for it. If I have it, I'm clicking on an hour because we've been doing a lot of hour reports. Okay, talking about the next day, which is going to be the 10th. Opposing Chiron and squaring Pluto. Lack of healing because of you don't want to change. You know, you need to understand you don't change, you don't evolve. You don't evolve, you don't go. The things is not growing. There's gonna be some these energies of between the authority and intuition. Hopefully, you're gonna be able to navigate it. That energies in there. But the desire not to heal is like, oh, I don't want to heal this. I don't want this inner work. I don't want to getting into this inner work. I'm tired of this inner work, and so on and so on. You're actually gonna be finding out that if to remember this courage that Mars and Jupiter gave you during the ignition of the new moon, it is about exactly that part. You to have the courage, the strength, the power, because after you go through this, you are gonna get to this storm, these navigations in a very powerful and a beautiful way. Because as the moon is gonna be exiting Libra, she's gonna be in the divine energies. It's going to be in divine energies under what? Under Uranus. Whose order is to get this healing? Again, that is it, the universe. Okay? Use it. Those are the powerful energies. We are talking about Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. We are talking about subconsciousness patterns in there. The secret, the divine energies that it's coming in. The deepness, the depth within your emotions in there. And we're talking about what's going on in the world, in the material world. Now all those three, like the three wise men, they comes in and they guide you. They stirring the pot. Okay? But you need to look at it because they're coming to help you. Not the hour. Okay. Here, pay attention this divine energies towards from the sun towards Saturn. It stays very stable. You're gonna be, your authority is gonna be wising up a lot, but the sun is gonna begin to square Uranus in there. As I said, be mindful if you're fighting the universe. Let the universe do its thing. Okay, let it be. The moon is going to be in divine energies with the north node with Venus. Powerful energy. She's going to be moving throughout the day a little bit more and doing those divine energies. Okay, is about the shadow work. So basically, this can be on a very powerful way. Is the daughter ask mom, okay, you had this issue, why did not resolve it? And she's gonna be, I did not know, I did not look, I did not accept. But that's gonna help you to seek the intuition within you, because the moon it's gonna be squaring Pluto. You're gonna be going and dive within the unknown. You're gonna be diving with the things that was not spoken to you, not told you. You're going to be experiencing those energies in there. The only thing that right now it is really to kind of like a focus within you. Don't make any actions because currently Mars and Jupiter they are coming together for it, but it's going to be limiting side. Use the energy of Mars, the actions in there, and focus within the growth, within the authority that you are cooperating within the divine energies. At the same time, the intuition has to cooperate with that love for the destiny that it's there. So if you're the queen, the mother has to be teaching you and there how you to be a queen. Now is that moment of this wisdom. It's the same way the son asked the king, the prince, asking the king, what does it take to be a king? You need to understand this accountability, the responsibilities in there, which is that the energy of the Leo. It's not only about to be liked, to be admired, and to be spoiled. It's also work. All right. So talking about in the next day, this is going to be the 12th in there. This is the first trouble rising. Hopefully you guys been trained for the last year. This is talking about Scorpio Leo's energy. For it, very interesting though, the moon is going to be trining Saturn, and the sun is in divine energies with Saturn, the wise person. See, Saturn is going to be suppressing you from actions in there. But some of you are going to feel like, oh, there is not much love in there. We don't have to talk about it. We're talking about Mars and Venus. They're going to be squaring. And at the same time, for it, Mars, it's kind of like trying to get these actions. It's like, oh, I don't need to learn. I know everything. Oh, I got to be. I'm like this. This is what is going to be that needing of maturity of actions that it's need to be. Personally, before you act, learn. Okay? Before you act, learn. And this is why some of the people is going to be really messing up and screwing up with their actions, especially we're talking about when a Mercury is retrograde with the universe. Universe tells you one thing and you're like, have to redo this process of rethinking after learning what you had in there. And tomorrow I'm going to be making the Mercury retrograde video. But talking about within this is about you to be under control, but the wise control. This is why this sun is in divine energies with Saturn. This is why the moon is in divine energies in there, particularly with Mars and Jupiter. Okay, yeah, of course, this is a Scorpio moon, but that doesn't. You need to use that wisdom there. All right, talking about the 13th, that is going to be a squaring Mercury. It's going to be square opposing Uranus. God bless your soul. Hopefully you're not doing anything of nasty grams and so on, but you're focusing your transformation. You look at it in your shadow. You're looking at it deeply within the visions that it's there. As you see it, there is a divine energies from the North Node, from Neptune, from Saturn. They're going to the Sun, to Mercury, and to Venus. And there is a yacht towards Mercury retrograde. You're revising what you've learned, because what you've learned is that the divine energies in there during when Mercury was direct. Maybe you missed something. Maybe you're misdirecting yourself. Maybe you're mispresenting something to you. Maybe misinterpreted in there to you. And now it is the time you to see it. Okay? Now is the time you to look at it, because the moon is going to be squaring also Mercury retrograde. But careful with that lower self emotions. They are coming to tell you what the problem is and what you need to learn and how to upgrade it. Not you to pinpoint fingers and have communications that it's not proper. Okay? Don't say I didn't say so. All right. Another trouble in the paradise. In there, the moon it's in Sag. It's going to be opposing Mars and Jupiter. That squares Venus in there. And the moon is going to be squaring Saturn, the wisdom. And when we're talking about this wisdom that you need to understand from Saturn, Saturn is the wise man. I need to close the door because a lot of inner noise that's going. There we go, that's better. And as you see this red squares that it's going to come in, it's a lot of the dualities. You're going to have the doubt that this doesn't work. You're going to be have this lower intuition that it's, oh, that's not the wisdom in that. And you're suppressing this wisdom from Saturn that it's coming to you. Now with this oppositions with Venus that it's in Virgo, you're suppressing the Virgin that it's going to get her destiny. You know, Venus is in divine energies with the North Node. And this is how some of the masculine energies, they're going to screw up because they are lacking the power and the strength. The only way they can do is they're using the divine authority, that proper authority that it's right now in there, to heal some of those old patterns of control, of manipulations, of physical power over to it. And if this is not learned, you're going to have to face those situations. Okay? Be careful if you are any of those four zodiac signs. We're talking about Gemini, talking about Virgo, talking about Sag, and of course Pisces, because those are pretty much energies within the center of the zodiac signs in there to it. So kind of like pay attention on this. All right. All right, talking about the 15th, the moon, it's going to be coming out of Sag after learning all this. Your intuition is learning, is cooperating with Uranus, it's cooperating with the authority. It's a very beautiful fire trine with the Mercury Retrograde. It's like, you know, time to apologize, times to excuse, times to heal, times to you to say, oh, I acted because that's what I was. I learned the wrong energies. I run the wrong situations in there. For it, you need to understand that currently with these positions of Saturn with opposing Venus and square Mars, to it, a lot of the people is gonna be going out to draw. Okay, to withdraw. But if you look at it, your authority and intuition, they're actually going to heal old patterns. You need to understand if you have to take time off, like you need 2 or 3 days to work something on yourself, and you don't need your partner, you need to tell your partner what you're working on it. Express this. This is also a powerful expression day. You to learn some great messages from the divine. They're going to be coming in all the time. The downloads from above about upgrades and everything, they're going to be strong. Okay? Some of you probably going to have a lot of lack of sleep. Yeah. And visions all over the place. Okay? All right. So now we're talking about the next day. This is going to be the 16th of August. That's going to be the moon. It's going to a Capricorn. The work has to be done. But that is going to be a T-squaring the knots. And here is the intuition is like, don't bring the past into the present so you can have into the future. Okay? All you need to do is looking at into that wisdom in there that you understand. And the love that you need to pass on. Did you pass the love to the next generations? Did you fix the love within you to upgrade the next generations? Because you understand that what that was when it wasn't passing to you, the good side that wasn't passing to you, the improvement that it wasn't passing to you. Okay, and this is that energy of Venus at Virgo that's going to be able to tell you, heal your physical, but you have to heal more psychological issues, because Venus opposing Saturn is exactly that. You're opposing the wisdom. Okay, and now with that Mars that in Jupiter together, that it's in square, that can put a lot of pressures of your emotions. Of course, there's got to be a divine energies that it needs to be learned. Very powerful day. That is it, the 17th of August in there. The moon, it's gonna be have these divine energies under Neptune and Pluto for it. She's understanding what this is. The moon in about 16 days, she's gonna be there. She's gonna be at that end where the sun is, and she's gonna understand the other side. Right now, she's learning from Pluto, and later on, she's gonna be after the full moon. She's gonna be learning the wisdom of the opposition. Okay, this is kind of like you learning of the unknown. You're learning from the universe. You're learning the secrets of the universe, the secrets of the originations, the secrets how you to be, what you are meant to be. That energy is sextiling the North Node. Okay, and you're gonna seek this energies in there to it. There's gonna be some power. Also, Mercury is going back to Leo, so that is gonna be this divine energies with that. That's gonna be all over the place. All right. We're talking about the 18th. This is gonna be the intuitions that sees that energies with Lilith and the South Node, and moving on to the forward, understanding that you're stuck. You're stuck on something, lack of belief, lack of things. That's gonna comes in from the previous day that you learn all the wisdom that you need and understanding. You can't just stand in the middle of the road. You can't just staring at the line. You need to cross it. You need to improve it. You're here for this. This is we're talking about the moon in Aquarius. Ready or not, here I come. Some people maybe don't like that Aquarius energies or Aquarian people, like they're constantly looking for the new. But if they don't look at it the new, if they don't look at it for new ways, if they don't look at it, this is the innovations we are talking about. But can you re-innovate it yourself? And that is a tough moment is in there, because with this union of Mercury retrograde and the Sun squaring Uranus, you're gonna have a rough time. But that rough time builds strength, brings power for it. Okay. And this is kind of like pretty much interesting. Is going to be this full moon. Going to be kind of like a very intense full moon for all of us. To it, Venus doesn't have a positive aspect. Mars is a lot of under pressure from to it. Saturn doesn't have a positive aspect. And at the top of everything, the sun and the moon are squaring Uranus. This is when the king and the queen separate for it and have problems because of the universe in there. And the universe says, go look at transformations. I send you out to do it. Go look at that healing I once ordered for you to be. And the moon, it's going to be sextiling Chiron, as you see it right here. There's tough oppositions that it's right in here of the full moon. There is this energy of Chiron that leads back into the sun and Mercury. Okay, there is this beautiful energies to Mars and Jupiter that it goes back into the sun and Mercury. So the angel wings. You hold on to that primary new moon energies. you're going to be able to find the synchronizations and to fly, because the king is in the one wing, the queen is in the other wing, and they both can fly with courage after they healed each other. So basically, thinking about it like a couple who has only one wing, the one has the left, the other one has the right, but when they hug each other and they're flying in synchronization, they can go ahead and fly away to reach their point of destinations into their journey of life. Okay, this is going to be a huge lesson. There's going to be some more about it, because later on the moon is going to be joining Saturn, gaining the wisdom 2 days from now. But that is going to be more of the report of the full moon to the new moon and Virgo. Okay, guys. So that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Be love, and hopefully this reports helps you in your life, guys. Much appreciated. See you next time.